Hello everyone and welcome to another One Punch Man the Strongest video. Today we are back in Server 7 reviewing the account of Irfan00. So Irfan00 is 92 on the power ranking and rank 112 on the arena. For this one I'll say it's not very okay in the sense that your arena ranking is lower than your power ranking. So this is his arena lineup. It's a first speed Tornado with a second speed Choro, then a third speed RNG with fourth speed Zombie Man. This one is not very okay in the sense that your limited SSR is only 3, and when I took a look at your BT count, you only have 300 plus BT, meaning to say you actually have gambled or maybe you didn't max purchase all of the BTs in the past. So as of now, your LSSR is lacking. However, in terms of the formation wise, I believe this one is one of the best you can do already. However, what I will do personally is actually instead of having the Sea King, which most likely will actually need to consume some SAC to be good, I'll actually put in an alloy instead. So the alloy will be all the way at the back over here. So it will look something like this. Essentially, only 3 of your units will need the SAC to actually be good. Next, we'll be taking a look at your basics. So for your training halls, it's very good in the sense that you maxed out all 7 of your training halls. However, for this home training itself, you actually need to put in some effort to max out all the stats over here. Then over here, I can see that you're trying to max out your attack and your HP. This one is good. However, you actually need to do for your grapplers and also Esper for now, because your high tech and goalies you actually lack characters. Then over here as well, so your grappler and your Esper. The other two, as of now, because you don't have any units over here, so it's still okay to leave it out for now. For your cost wise, I would say it's pretty okay in a sense that you actually have the Sea King core. So I feel that the Sea King core is one of the most important core, because it gives you the shield rate and also the extra damage free. So for extra damage, it will be very useful in the later meta, whereby the ATT and also the Vaccine Man or the Monsterized Trolls will be used by most teams. Then as of now, you actually have the general score up. For this one, it's still considered okay because based on your lineup, I'll actually suggest you to go for the ATT inside the form core itself, then for your Choro as well. So this one is still considered okay. Then for your home request, this one is not very okay in the sense that you only have one special quest. Essentially, you actually want to refresh the quest one time if let's say you do not have the 2 special quests, because essentially you are using 25 diamonds to purchase a 95 diamonds ticket. So over time, as you accumulate all these tickets, you can actually draw for a higher level core. Because if let's say I were to collect this special quest over here, you can see that it's actually 1 party supply ticket. So if let's say you collect a lot, then during the rate up, you draw for the cores itself. Generally, you'll end up with a level 4 to level 5 core. For your figurines wise, I noticed that you actually have quite a lot of sharks over here. And I noticed it's same across all different characters. So I believe what happened is that you have not been purchasing the stamina to do your boss challenge over here. So for this one, you actually need to clear out all the boss challenges every day in order to be able to increase your figurines. So from there, once you level up the figurines, you actually have more stats to actually compete inside the arena or other PvE aspect of the game. So how you purchase the stamina is over at the top. Over here, you click on the plus icon, click on this more purchase, and you tap on this stamina, and generally you want to buy 0, 25, 25. So essentially at the start of the day, you purchase 3 times. So it will be 0, 25, 25 for a total of 50 diamonds. So once you get this stamina, straight away go to your boss challenge and clear out as much as possible. Then at 10 o'clock there will be a free stamina sign in. So once you get the free stamina sign in, go ahead and clear out the boss challenge. Generally in the morning you should be able to clear out the boss challenge already. For your training center, I would say it's not very okay in the sense that you actually have 4 characters. So instead what I'll do is actually take 2 of the characters out and put in a high tech. So you have a Child Emperor, you can put in a Child Emperor. Then put in a duelist as well, so you can put in your RMG. Then Amai is confirmed need to take off the training center leader, and for this tank top and Sea King, because you are not using it in your arena lineup, so we'll actually take a look at their skill. So Sea King has level 85, tank top has 90, so you'll need to take out the Sea King because it has the lower level skill. Then from there, you put in all the skill books into these 2 characters over here. Then from there, you are able to raise this skill training limit over here. So generally for most players right now, they are able to hit level 100 or so skill training limit. So as of now, you are 93, which is not very high. Another thing I noticed about this account is that it actually has 128 Omni Shard. And when I take a look at your buff gears, you actually don't have a lot of buff gears. So I believe what happened is that instead of purchasing your vitality and stamina, you actually use these diamonds to purchase the Omni Shards. This one is not very okay in a sense that your stamina actually would be very useful in leveling up your characters and also your level at the top left corner. Your vitality will be very useful in helping you raise the talents of your characters. It will help you to gather your buff gears. So all these buff gears will actually provide a lot more stats as compared to the Omni Shard that you bought. And also as of now, you are not even using the Omni Shard to improve the account. It's just sitting there inside your inventory. So if let's say one Omni Shard is 300 diamonds, this pile of Omni Shard is essentially 38,000 diamonds that is just sitting in your inventory. For your vitality, it will be in the same place. On the top right corner, you click on the plus icon, click on this more purchase. Then you click on this purple icon and you tap either 2 or 3 times. So generally you actually want to spend between 100 diamonds to 195 diamonds to actually clear for your talents and also your buff gears. Also, I noticed that for your talents itself, it's not cleared very correctly because you actually maxed out your first page, and I would say you almost maxed out your second page as well. Then your third page is pretty weak in the sense that these 4 nodes over here are not maxed out. So what you want to do when you get a new character is you just do the minimum to open up this sigil spot over here. Then you do the minimum to open up these sigil spots over here and over here. Then you do the minimum to clear out this point. Then from there you max out the attack and the HP. Once you get a character, you'll most likely have it at 2 stars, so it will take some time for you to reach the 4-star mark. So instead of taking the time to farm for these talents itself, what you can do is actually to farm for the buff gears instead. So from there, once the character is 4 stars, you open page 2 and 3. I feel that it is one of the most common mistakes that people will make, especially if they have very few Omni Shards. But for your account, I'm not too sure on why you have this problem, because you actually have quite a lot of these Omni Shards. Also, for your characters that you won't be using much on the arena itself, so for example your Tornado, your Joro, your Zombie, all these characters, although it's on your arena lineup right now, however you're actually not planning to use it for the long run. So I would say the talents unlocked on these characters are quite a waste and on top of that, you have been spending quite a lot of this vitality to do up the Joro talents. For this one, I would say is quite unnecessary in the sense that your DPS characters, for example your RMG, is not maxed out yet. So even if you have a strong support character standing on the field, it's not going to help you to do damage. Instead, what I'll recommend is actually to max out your DPS talents as soon as possible for these 4 nodes over here. So once you have maxed out these 4 nodes, come back to the second page to max out these 4 nodes. So once you have done that, straight away go to farm your buff gears already, because your buff gears is really not a lot. So once you have the buff gears ready, it will be a lot easier to raise up your other side characters. Like for example, your Tornado over here is still using as per purple card and also the HP stats. This one is not very okay now. So you actually want to do the talents first for your DPS, then do the buff gears for all your characters. Only once you have cleared out all the buff gears, you have enough buff gears to go around, then from there you consider to do the talents for your support characters. I feel that it's a better way of prioritizing. Also, I noticed that for your gears level is not very maxed out yet. So as of now, your account level is 105. So all your gears on your main DPS characters, so your RNG, your Tornado, and also your CK, they should be level 105 already. So if let's say you do not know how to actually max out these levels, you can actually take a look at the previous makeover video. However, what you do is essentially you take out all your gears from all your characters that you have. Then from there you give the best gears to your CK, Tornado, and also RNG. So from there you just reverse out all the gears that you are not using currently. Then from there you max out the RNG, Tornado, and CK. Why I will still recommend the Tornado and CK, although they are not really considered good inside this meta. However, you actually still need to use these characters to farm for your buff gears. So I believe you have not reached you have not unlocked the level 15 yet. So you actually need strong DPS characters right now to actually unlock for the stage 15. So once you have unlocked the stage 15, then you can farm the buff gears. Next will be the SAC count. As of now, he has 464 SAC on the inventory, and most of it is going to RNG, which is pretty good. However, for this one, because your Zombie, Joro, and Sea King is taking up quite a lot of SAC, in this case, all the ones in yellows are basically the SAC to reverse, and also the ones in brown are basically once you remove the gears, you actually want to put the best gears onto your Tornado and CK. Then from there, once the gears are adjusted, you can just reverse out everything that you're not using. For your CK and Tornado itself, you actually have to keep some SAC on them in order to be able to clear your floor 15 of the Conqueror Challenge. So once you have done that, it's very easy for you to farm for your buff gears. Next will be your BT drawing. For your BT drawing, what I'll recommend is actually an August ATT, a November Bomb, and also a January Sonic. So these three are pretty standard because Sonic is actually needed as a duelist inside the Bomb Core and also Galewind as a supporting unit. So for your current plan itself, what I will foresee to be a problem is that it will actually be tempting to draw for a rerun Genos over here in mid-August. So for this Genos itself, why I won't recommend is because number one, you do not have enough time to extreme it to a decent standard, and also you do not have the SAC to raise it up. So although your Omni Shard is enough, however, because you do not have the SAC and also time to ET, so in this case what I recommend is actually to skip it altogether, because if you take a look, you actually do not have enough to transition properly into the SSR plus meta itself. The same thing will be for the Amai Mask. Once you draw for it, you do not have the SAC, and on top of that, you do not have the DPS character. So once the team has been speed raised, you do not have enough DPS character to dish out the damage. So how you use your current Omni Shard is essentially you use 80 Omni Shard in 1st of August. So once you get the ATT, you use 80 Omni Shard on her to get her into 4-star, because you'll get 5 from the event itself, so 85 to 4-star. Once you have done that, do the minimum for the first page of the talent farming. Then unlock the second and the third page. So from there, do the minimum to clear out all the talents. Once you have done the talents, switch to farming for the buff tiers. I believe around mid of August, you should already be done with the ATT talents itself. So from mid of August all the way until November, when the bomb core release, you actually have this time to farm for your buff tiers. So to sum up, skip your LSSR Armai and also LSSR channels due to your lack of SAC and also DPS characters as for your Armai mask lah. Then also to plan for your SSR plus. Then for keepsake drawing wise, you have currently 81 tickets. So I would say you do not have enough to draw for both RMG and ATT. Instead, what I'll recommend is actually to skip the RMG and Journals keepsake and go for your ATT keepsake directly. The thing for SSR Plus meta is that the meta is still not confirmed yet. We do not know what type of direction it will take. So by skipping the RMG keepsake right now, you actually open up your option to actually either draw for the Sonic keepsake, or if let's say there is a future stronger keepsake, then you can actually go for the stronger future keepsake instead. However, I would say as of now, the RMG keepsake is pretty much out of the question already lah, due to your current account state. Also for your Omni, be sure to actually 4-star the ATT once you got her, then straight away farm up her talents. Once you have farmed up her talents, go ahead and farm for the buff tiers. Then I also noticed that you actually have a lack of buff tiers, however you actually have a lot of Omni Shard and a lot of diamonds. So I believe this one is because you did not purchase the stamina and also vitality. So generally you actually want to purchase 3 stamina a day, so 0, 25, 25, and also 2 to 3 vitality a day, so 35, 65, or 35, 65, 95. Then from there, do your boss challenge and also farm for your buff tiers. These two are the most important things to take care of as of now. And also don't do any talent farming for your support characters. Generally, you want to focus on talent farming for your DPS, get the buff tiers for all your characters, then do the support talent farming. Then also make sure that your training center has 2 of each element, and also use your gold for the home training. All in all, I feel that this is a very mismanaged account. However, because your resources are still quite a lot, for example your gold, your diamonds, and also your black tickets, so I believe you still have time to actually go for the next core, which is the bomb core. Then from there, once you have made the adjustment, it will be just nice around the November period. So that's all I have for today. If let's say you enjoyed the video, be sure to click the like button and also subscribe to the channel for more future content. With that, thank you for watching and have a nice day. Goodbye.